Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's AnAn here. Today we are going to talk about Lucille. She is finally here, and I know many of you have been waiting to see how she performs. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to build her correctly, from her kit and gear to the best teams. Let's get started. To start off, Lucille is an enchanter from the Church faction. She specializes in dealing AoE magic damage, while applying consistent debuffs to enemies. She is an incredibly perfect choice for the Lunar Vigil lineup. This is because units in this synergy deal increased damage, based on the number of debuffs the enemy is carrying. Now, let's dive deep into her skills. First, her basic attack, called Portent. This deals magic damage to her target, but uniquely, it also hits all other enemies currently inflicted with Dreamscape. Next is her special, Crystalline Dream. This passive ability triggers automatically after every 4 basic attacks. It deals magic damage in a small area around the target and inflicts Dreamscape for 16 seconds. Dreamscape is a powerful debuff. It lowers the enemy's hit rate by 40% and crit rate by 25%. Then we have her ultimate, Shattered Illusions. Her ultimate is very cheap, costing only 3 blood soul. It deals massive magic damage to a selected circle and inflicts Dreamscape for 16 seconds. However, if the target already has Dreamscape, it inflicts Delirium instead. Delirium permanently increases the enemy's ultimate blood soul cost by 2, and importantly, it cannot be purified. Finally, her talent, Lunar Resolve. This provides a defensive buff where all Lunar Vigil units take 40% reduced critical damage. Additionally, Lucille gains 1 stack of Mirage whenever Dreamscape or Delirium is removed. A debuff is considered removed either when its duration expires or when the target carrying it dies. Each Mirage stack increases her attack and defense by 5%, stacking up to a maximum of 25%. After looking at Lucille's skills, we can see a clear strategy. Because her ultimate cost is so low, only 3 blood soul, she can deal incredible sustained damage by spamming her ultimate, with her own debuffs combined with those from Lunar Synergy allies like Albrecht and Ethereal Joan. Her damage is amplified significantly. When you combine the 25% attack bonus from her Mirage stacks with the 40% extra damage from the Synergy effect, she becomes an indispensable DPS unit for the Lunar Vigil team. Based on that analysis, here is the upgrade priority. You should only prioritize upgrading her ultimate. Because of its low cost and massive damage multipliers, she will be spamming her ultimate constantly, rather than relying on her basic attacks. Therefore, you can comfortably leave her special and basic attack at level 4 to save resources. Moving on to gear upgrades, since she is a main DPS in the Lunar Synergy team, we want to prioritize equipment that provides attack stats. To optimize your resources, follow this order. First, upgrade all 4 pieces of gear to +5, and then echo them to unlock their substats. After that, focus on upgrading the echo stats to +5 for your headgear, then your ring, and finally your armor. You can skip upgrading the amulet further after the initial echo, as it only provides HP and magic defense, which are less critical for her role. Now, let's talk about which substats you should focus on. First, for your echo blessings, there are 2 stats you absolutely must have: all damage bonus and magic damage bonus. For the 3rd slot, you can be flexible between crit rate, blood soul recovery, or attack speed. Personally, I think blood soul recovery offers the most stability for her rotation. However, Crit rate is also a great choice if you want to push her damage ceiling higher. Next, for your overheat blessings, for your headgear and ring, look for all damage bonus. The second substat here is flexible. For your armor, you want to hunt for all damage bonus, and specifically ultimate damage up. Finally, for your amulet, look for magic damage bonus, combined with all damage bonus. Next is the most important part, Resonantia. Let's walk through her effects carefully. Resonantia 1. Final Gamble is the most important one. When the battle begins, the ally deployed directly in front of Lucille consumes some HP to gain a significant attack boost. You can think of her as a second fleeting Bella, but with an HP cost. This HP consumption is actually very beneficial. It helps Ethereal Joan enter her Thunderflow state much easier, granting her that crucial 30% crit rate. At the same time, the attack buff amplifies Joan's damage even further. This transforms the pair into two massive sources of damage for your Lunar Synergy team. Resonantia 3. Blood Memory and Resonantia 9. Severance purely provide raw stats like HP and damage reduction. However, Resonantia 3 allows you to unlock her maximum affinity level, which is a nice bonus. Then we have Resonantia 5 and Resonantia 7. Resonantia 5. Jinx causes Lucille to inflict a 3-second stun whenever she applies Dreamscape. Resonantia 7 makes her instantly inflict Dreamscape on the highest and lowest HP enemies at the start of battle. To be honest, these two are really designed for PvP control. They don't actually add damage for clan hunt or raids. So, for my free-to-play friends, Resonantia 1 is the highest priority and the perfect stopping point. If you have extra summons, you can push for Resonantia 3 for the affinity stats. I wouldn't recommend going for 5 or 7 unless you are very serious about PvP. For artifacts, since her damage comes primarily from her ultimate, the best in slot artifact is Peacemaker, as it directly boosts ultimate damage. If you don't have Peacemaker yet, Poseidon's Skull is an excellent alternative. It increases damage dealt to enemies with debuffs, and at level 5, it deals additional damage whenever Lucille applies a debuff to an enemy. Now, let's talk about the best team comps. First, for PvP, I only recommend using Lucille in here if you have her at Resonantia 5 or higher. The lineup is Lucille, Ethereal Joan, Timeless Iona, Fleeting Bella, and Albrecht. You can replace Albrecht with Acapella or Quinn. Second, for Clan Hunt, the best strategy is combining the core Lunar Vigil lineup with Transcendent Hati. However, if you want to save Acapella for your other teams, instead, use efficient alternatives like Fanny, Stella, Dalcarlo, or T-Bol. They work very well in this composition, and this allows you to save your best supports for other battles. And that wraps up my guide for Lucille. She is a beautiful unit and a must-have for the Lunar Vigil team. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.